Hey, what's up, folks? How are you? Look, there's a lot of talk about Gio Reyna, and it's kind of interesting, but to me, it's kind of baffling because, first of all, many are looking at him as this salvation of a player for Nottingham Forest. No, he's not. He's not. He came to a club that he wanted to come to, from a club that really said, okay, fine, thank you very much. It's been a pleasure. See you soon. And he's not the salvation. You're not going to have Danilo getting beat out for a position right now because that's not his position. You're not going to have Nico Dominguez get beat out for a position in the middle. That's not where he's going to be playing. And he's surely not going to beat Morgan Gibbs White. And that is his position, but Morgan Gibbs White is playing better. And Morgan Gibbs White has been able to be more consistent throughout the past few months since he's been there, ever since he's arrived. And not just me saying it, that cover the Premier League saying, hey, you know, it's very difficult to get Morgan Gibbs White and see Nottingham Forest functioning going forward. Although today wasn't a very good example because Aston Villa completely dominated them from beginning to end with a couple of blips at the end of the first half and the beginning of the second. It's very difficult, especially when you have two camps going after each other, going one side saying, hey, you know what? He deserves a chance. Nobody deserves shit, okay? Nobody deserves anything in football. Nobody deserves. You earn. And he hasn't earned it yet, according to what we've seen, according to what Nuno Espirito Santo has in mind, and according to what he's been able to show, according to what Nuno Espirito Santo has been able to see. So let's keep it real when it comes to this particular facet of the argument. The other one is that he sucks. No, he doesn't. He's a very good player. Just he needs to find his way. He's still 21, mind you. Let's not go into this, crazy tangent that he's a flop at this. No, you can't say one thing or you can't say the other based on the amount of minutes that he's played. He's averaged 8 minutes a game. Average. The games that he's played in 8 minutes. What can you do in 8 minutes, especially when you're coming in towards the end, when you're just there to kind of like, well, let's give him a couple of minutes here. Let's throw him a bone. Well, we need someone to come in, yada, yada, yada. It's unfair to be able to do it. Now, if you really want me to go and split hairs about what happened today, he did walk a little bit. He did walk some. We didn't see spark coming off the bench, especially when you're in a position where you're saying, I demand minutes. Well, I didn't see I demand minutes on the pitch today either. Let's not kid ourselves. Let's be real. And many will say, "Oh, you're a hater." Fine, I don't care. That's whatever you want to think. I don't care. But I didn't see that. Now, is it easy to see, especially in a match where you have a team that's basically done, that they made it 3-2, made it look kind of exciting, but then all of a sudden Aston Villa a few minutes later made it 4-2, and the game was basically done. That's where my question lies. This is going to sound mean, but in a way it's kind of true. Gio Reyna can't expect Daddy to come and save him again. There's no big bad Greg Berhalter waiting to harm his career. Nuno Espirito Santo and many of the other coaches in Europe are making the decisions based on their job, based on them. I'm not saying Greg Berhalter or anything like that. I don't know anything about that. But he can't come into Nottingham Forest and say, my son has to play. Gio can't expect that to happen. He's got to pull himself up by his own bootstraps now. He's a big boy. He's now a man. Now he's got to come up and show his coach exactly what he can do. Has he shown it yet? No. Has he been able to show it? Very little. But those little opportunities he's got to make do with as of right now. Will he get his break? Maybe. Maybe. There's always a chance. But he has to make it happen. He has to be the one that the coach goes, you know what, I got to give him okay, next time this happens, I give an opportunity. You know what? You're not playing up to par. Gio, come in. You never see that. You never see that. He was, I think according to notes on the match I did commentary on the World feed today, I think it was the third or fourth substitution for Nottingham Forest. He wasn't the first one off, and hey, you know what? Let's try and add a little bit more spark in the middle. Let's bring in Gio. Let's see if he can change his game a little bit. No, it was towards the end. He came in the 81st minute when the game was had already become a formality 15 minutes, 20 minutes before that. So in terms of the contextualization of the substitutions, well, now you see exactly where he's looked upon, and it's going to be up to him and only him to revert that situation.